22nd, 2018 Village Board meeting to order. Would you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance to be led by Trustee Stapleton?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, great. Can we have a roll call, please?
Okay, this evening we'll be starting with Trustee Blatzer, absent. Kwasniewski, absent. Maher?
Here.
McClafferty?
Here.
Snagowski?
Here.
Stapleton?
Here.
Okay, so we have a quorum. We're good to go tonight. Before we get to the consent agenda, have a quick housekeeping matter. The village and the owners of 13604 and 13612 South Archer Avenue have been discussing a potential annexation agreement in connection with the annexation and development of these properties and parcels. However, at this time, the parties have decided to move forward without an annexation agreement, so there will not be a need for a public hearing on the annexation agreement, and we will not need to consider the proposed annexation agreement. As a result, I need a motion to amend the agenda to remove reference to the public hearing for 13604 and 13612 South Archer Avenue included under the mayor's report, and to remove consideration of the annexation agreement for 13604 and 13612 South Archer Avenue included under the clerk's report. Motion, please.
So moved.
Oh, motion by Trustee McClafferty, seconded by Trustee Stapleton. Can we have a roll call, please?
Blatzer, absent. Kwasniewski, absent. Maher?
Yes.
McClafferty?
Yes.
Snagowski?
Yes.
Stapleton?
Yes.
Okay, motion approved. We will adjust accordingly. Next up is the consent agenda, which consists of quite a bit here. To kick off with, it's the approval of minutes, the September 24, 2018 Village Board meeting minutes, the October 1st special meeting, board meeting minutes, the October 15th Town Hall meeting minutes, and the October 15th 2018 Cal meeting minutes as well. In addition, we have approval of disbursements, an ordinance authorizing the sale and disposal of surplus village property, an ordinance amending ordinance 725 establishing a pay plan and schedule of authorized positions, an ordinance authorizing the sale and disposal of surplus village property, a resolution approving an intergovernmental agreement between the Village of Lamont and the County of DuPage, Illinois for the implementation of the National Pollutant Discharge Elimination System Program in the Des Plaines River watershed. We have a resolution approving a professional services agreement with Crawford, Murphy, and Tilley, a resolution approving the purchase of a 2018 John Deere 41011 backhoe loader through Sourcewell Purchasing Cooperative, a resolution approving voluntary separation agreement and release, a resolution authorizing execution of an intergovernmental agreement between the Village of Lamont and Cook County for the provision of environmental health inspectional services. I need a motion to approve the consent agenda.
So moved. Second.
Okay, we have a motion by Trustee Maher, seconded by Trustee McClafferty. Do we have any questions or comments?
I got one question. No problem with the submittal or anything, I just got a question on the backhoe, how it relates to the budget. Did we budget for that for the Public Works? Was that in our budget?
Yes, that was budgeted out of the Water and Sewer Fund.
Okay.
That primarily handles debris from water main breaks and other types of activities, but that was budgeted in.
Yeah, no problem with
And it's a replacement.
anything about it.
It's a replacement vehicle as
I
well.
saw the trade-in value and all that, so.
Correct.
Okay, I just wanted, I couldn't recall the budget. So.
No problem.
All right, thank you.
Again, the vehicle was, what, 2002, 2000?
Yep.
2003, okay. Okay, anything else on the consent agenda? Okay, can we have a roll call, please?
Blatzer, absent. Kwasniewski, absent. Maher?
Yes.
McClafferty?
Yes.
Snagowski?
Yes.
Stapleton?
Yes.
Okay, great, motion approved. To start, we're going to kick things off on the mayor's report with a proclamation for Citgo and the restoration of the Quarry Days. I believe we have some special guests here. Chris, you want to come join us at the podium? Chris, thanks again for coming out. Hope this is working. Chris, again, is our main contact with Citgo, our public relations. Chris does a great job on behalf of Citgo, and we appreciate everything Citgo does, working with Lamont on various projects, and as we always say, we further look to developing that relationship, especially around the Quarry area. And I think we're going to have some exciting things that come in that area, and we look to continue the partnership. And again, it was a great day on Saturday, great turnout. Really appreciate the high school, everything they did to organize it. They did an awesome job, great turnout, almost a couple hundred kids. We had several staffing members from Citgo, great turnout. So again, a great day. The rain held off, and we did a lot of work was accomplished. So with that being said, I got a proclamation I'm going to read. Whereas we commend Citgo Petroleum Corporation and the Citgo Lamont Refinery on their commitment to the Heritage Quarries Recreation Area Restoration Project. And whereas since 2014 through the Citgo Caring for Our Coast initiative, the Citgo Lamont Refinery has dedicated their efforts to the HQRA Restoration Project to restore plant and animal diversity to the quarry area. And whereas we are most thankful to the Citgo Lamont Refinery employees for unselfishly contributing their time and talents to the health and welfare of their communities with countless employee volunteer hours and assistance to the village of Lamont and our surrounding communities. And whereas in working with the Conservation Foundation, Lamont High School, the village of Lamont, and many community volunteers, a total of 10 acres has been restored by the removal of invasive species and planting of species of seeds, plugs, and trees. This, along with the ongoing maintenance of these cleared acres, has improved the ecological conservation of the Heritage Quarries Recreation Area. Now, therefore, I, John Agofsky, Mayor of Lamont, on behalf of the entire Village Board of Trustees and the entire community of Lamont, hereby express our sincere gratitude to Citgo Petroleum Corporation and Citgo Lamont Refinery for their exceptional community involvement and commitment to the Heritage Quarries Recreation Area Restoration Project. Chris, go ahead. Thank you so much.
All right, let's go. Thanks. Thanks so much. We really appreciate it too. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks.
And again, we want to thank all the volunteers that came out. Again, great turnout. We appreciate everything everyone did and the hard work that was involved. I guess before I actually officially give you that proclamation, we need a motion to approve the proclamation.
I was just gonna say.
So we need a motion.
So moved.
Okay, motion by
Second.
trustee Maher, seconded by trustee McClafferty. Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. Motion carries. It's official now, Chris. You can take it home. Okay, next up, mayor's mention. We have an update on the Corwarrento case with the Cook County State's Attorney. Again, the State's Attorney is seeking to remove 17 properties from the village of Lamont. I'm going to read a written prepared statement because this still is in litigation. So here it goes. So we have settled the lawsuit with the Cook County State's Attorney. I'd like to thank the State's Attorney Fox for her team and for their cooperation as we work to settle this case. The village board approved the settlement at our special meeting on October 1st. Our attorneys have signed the settlement, and the assistant state's attorney has also signed the agreement. The settlement still requires Judge Hall's approval to be final. As we were seeking to have Judge Hall approve the settlement on October 3rd, the Village of Palos Park filed a last-minute motion to intervene in the case. Palos Park is not currently a party to the case and desires to keep the lawsuit going because it does not like the terms of the settlement. Again, Palos Park is looking to keep it open because they do not like the terms of the settlement. Under the settlement agreement, all property stays in Lamont. We do not feel it is appropriate for Palos Park to enter this lawsuit, which has nothing to do with Palos Park. Our attorneys will file briefs with Judge Hall to keep Palos Park from entering this case and to ask Judge Hall to approve this settlement. The next court date is November 27th. We hope the judge approves the settlement and ends the lawsuit at that time. I cannot speak for the state's attorney's office on the issue of whether she thinks Palos Park should enter the case. I cannot comment into too much detail at this point because we are still in litigation, as I mentioned. Once the lawsuit concludes, I will provide as much detail as possible. So again, hang in there. We continue to make progress towards this settlement, and hopefully we have more news to come next month. With that being said, we have quite a few things going on here in late fall as we approach our Lamonster Days for Halloween. Lamonster Days kicked off this past weekend and continues throughout October. There are many events planned, so visit lamonsterdays.com or watch our community TV and check our Facebook page for everything taking place. Trick or Treat for Lamont Food Pantries takes place the entire month of October, so please drop off your donations to the Lamont Township office located at 1115 Warner Avenue. Also, Hope and Friendships, Not Invincible, will hold an event on Thursday, October 25th at the Lamont High School's Performing Arts Center from 6 to 8:30 p.m. Phil Chalmers, renowned youth speaker, will be there to speak. Questions can be directed to info@hopeandfriendshipfoundation.com. Haunted Canal Hayrides will continue October 26th and 27th, starting at the Safety Village at 6 p.m. with the last ride at 9:30 p.m. Haunted Canal Hayrides will benefit Hope and Friendship and School District 113A Education Foundation. You can pre-order tickets at www.hopeandfriendshipfoundation.com. Lamont Historical Society presents Hocus Pocus Movie Night on Friday, October 26th at 7 p.m. at Old Stone Church, which will magically be transformed into Salem to put you in the spirit. Admittance is $5 for adults and $2 for children. For more information, call 630-257-2972. Also, the Village's annual Halloween Hoedown will be on Saturday, October 27th. The lineup for costume contest begins at 12:30 p.m. at Legion Park, and the costume parade begins at 1 p.m. There's trick-or-treating at participating downtown businesses and at the Safety Village, a Halloween Jumpy at Budnick Plaza, and hay wagon rides and more. The event ends at 4 p.m. Also, on Sunday, October 28th, the Lamont Township presents Halloween at Central Bark Dog Park from 1 to 3 p.m. The costume contest is at 2 p.m. and the pet trick contest is at 2:30 p.m. The dog park is located on the south end of Township Community Center on Alba Street behind Pepper's Lamont Auto Care. Again, visit the lamonttownship.org for more information. And moving on Halloween, October 31st, please be sure to stop by the Lamont Public Library to trick or treat, where popular book characters such as Harry Potter, Mother Goose, and Little Red Riding Hood will be giving away treats. Visit lamontlibrary.org or call them at 630-257-6541 for more information. Also, the Village trick-or-treat hours on Halloween will be from 3 to 6:30 p.m. We advise you to turn your porch light on if you welcome trick-or-treaters. And again, with it getting dark out earlier, we remind everyone, vehicle drivers, to be especially aware of pedestrians and kids. Also, please visit lamontevents.com our Facebook page, and the Community TV Channel 6 for Comcast cable viewers and AT&T UVerse Channel 99 free event information. Also, going into November, Lamont Park District's Fall Family Fun Night will be on Friday, November 9th from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Core. This includes children's activities, music, and tons of fun, along with light snacks and refreshments. So visit the LamontParkDistrict.org or call 630-257-6787 for more information. Obviously, we have a lot going on, so you cannot complain that there's nothing going on in Lamont. So we encourage everyone to get out and enjoy what's going on around town. One other thing to note, we will not have a village board meeting on November 12th. The village offices will be closed for Veterans Day. Also, just want to make everyone aware, our thoughts and prayers go out with the Belize family. They suffered a tragic loss over the weekend, and we extend our condolences to their family. Moving on, home rule referendum. Reminder, the home rule is on November 6th, so please remind everyone to get out. Obviously, we have several very important elections going on. This is our chance to be heard, and we want to make sure we get the biggest turnout possible. As far as the referendum, you know, we've received, you know, great feedback from the public. We've had a, you know, public meeting last week. Again, this referendum is about resolving our funding issues. And the home rule is, again, it's one option. This is an option. It's a referendum. We're going to vote on it. We need to address, you know, our financial situation. We have $1 million shortfall, as we mentioned, and this one option will allow us to charge a 1% sales tax. In exchange, we would forego the annual vehicle sticker, and with home rule and only under home rule, would we also be able to address user fees such as truck parking, truck diesel fuel, considering we have 2 filling stations coming in, as well as potentially addressing gaming machines as well. Obviously, we cannot do that under home rule. Again, home rule is one option. This is not the only option. We want to hear what everyone has to say. We've said that all along. We've gotten great feedback overall. We appreciate it. We encourage it. And that's what, you know, that's what a referendum is about. With that being said, again, we held a town hall meeting on October 15th. The video from that meeting is available for viewing on YouTube. You can search Village of Lamont. The Lamont Community TV will air the video on Channel 6 for Comcast viewers and AT&T UVerse Channel 99. The schedule is on our website. There's a link to the video along with additional information on our website at lamont.il.us/home rule. In addition, we've added information on capital improvement projects to the home rule page of our website. Should the home rule referendum pass, our primary intention is to ensure that we have adequate funding for our roads, water system, and other infrastructure. Again, we will impose a 1% sales tax that would be devoted to these projects, and also obviously allow us to address non-home rule items such as truck traffic and other user fees. Also, today is the first day of early voting, and the last day of early voting is November 5th, and the general election is on November 6th. So again, encourage everyone to get out. We want to hear from you, and we're looking forward to a big turnout. With that being said, anything else, George, you want to?
Yeah, Mr. Mayor, I did want to just follow up on that conversation and talk a little bit about where you can find information on the home rule referendum, and also, excuse me, talk about the village's role a little bit on the home rule question, because we have received a few calls. Just want to clarify and bring that information up to speed. At his August 13th meeting, the board approved the referendum question of home rule to appear on the November ballot. This came after multiple meetings, strategic planning, whether it be at the village's State of the Village, and then through our budget process. The idea of presenting the question of home rule to the public. I think one thing from the board standpoint is November was important. Wanted to ensure that the highest turnout possible for an election of this type of a question, and we should, based on what we're reading, and this should be a very high turnout statewide and Lamont as well. So definitely want to get the full sample of how Lamont residents feel about the issue of home rule, whether or not it's right for Lamont. The village has sent out one informational piece to the community on home rule that residents should have received a few weeks ago, and I'll hold it up here right now. It's also available on our website if you did not receive. That is the one piece of information that the village has sent out. It gives general information on home rule, pros, cons, some of the restrictions that the village board has proposed for home rule authority. It also talks about the village's financial situation, and whether you vote for home rule or not, please take a look at the document. It's very informative on the very least the financial situation the village is in, so you can better understand what the village is going through. The village has developed a webpage, as the mayor mentioned. All this information, all the staff reports from the various times this board has talked about home rule. You also have a link to the video from the town hall meeting is available. There's literature on home rule. I know that some of the comments were it's a little dated literature. If you can find anything up to date on research on home rule, please send it to me and I'll put it up on the website. But there's several items of literature that discusses home rule, how some towns have used it, and to give you a better understanding as you move forward with your decision. It is obviously it's election season. You're going to get a lot more mail than you ever have before from candidates. And again, the village, this will be the only item that the village will send out to your mail. Village will not be calling. This is an informational flyer that the village is sending. There's other flyers coming out, pro and con, are asking you to vote against it or vote for it. That is not coming from the village. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to the village at 257-1590. If you want to set up a meeting or just ask the question of Linda Molitor, myself, or Mayor Gofsky, we should be able to help you out with your question. I also get questions on, the village's role, staff, from a village standpoint, staff standpoint, in this building, the village staff should not and will not be telling you to vote for it or against it. We will present information. Again, if you want to set up a meeting, I can meet with you at any time or set up a phone discussion on home rule, but the staff should not be telling you to vote one way or the other. If you do see any of that, you feel free to contact me. But again, this is the village is providing information to the residents, and regardless of how you vote, the more informed you get on the topic, will help you and the village out long term. So we encourage you to read the information and also to understand the issue fully. And off time, whether it be staff, elected officials, on their own time, everyone has their First Amendment right to oppose this referendum or support it. But please just know that the rules in between 9 and 5 here at Village Hall. We are here to give information, and we're glad to do it. So I think that regardless of how you vote, I think we all just want a high turnout. So the numbers, let's try to get them as high as possible, and you can make that informed decision yourself.
Thanks, George. All right, great. With that being said, audience participation now. If anyone would like to speak, can you please come to the podium? And if you wish to do so, I believe there's a sign in there as well. Does anyone wish to comment in the public? Okay, all right, moving on. The clerk's report.
Thank you. Let's see. I attended the Municipal Clerks of Illinois Academy from the 17th through the 19th, 3 days last week. It was very informative. Had a 4.5-hour session on strategic planning, and that was one of the more interesting ones. And then there's always an update on all the legislation and what it has to do with the clerk's office. And anyway, there were a lot of really interesting and very informative sessions this year. The first ordinance, if passed this evening, would be O-50-18, and this is amending Lamont Municipal Clerk Chapter 5.04, Section 5.04, 080. And this is on alcoholic beverages, increasing the number of Class A4 liquor licenses.
Okay, need a motion to approve.
So moved.
Okay, we have a motion by trustee Maher, seconded by trustee McClafferty. Do we have any questions or comments on, or actually, George, you want to?
Yeah, just give a brief overview. The Liquor Control Commission met earlier tonight on an application it received for a liquor license for the Lemon Tree located at 1035 South State Street. They're seeking an A4 license to provide beer and wine to its customers, and the applicant wishes to accommodate the customers for beer and wine, and is also wishing to construct an enclosed area to hold gaming machines. The applicant feels that the income opportunity available from the gaming machines will help with monthly expenses, but also, as we were talking today, help with a new build out of the store potentially, but reinvestment into the parking lot, into the site. The Liquor Commission Board met today, had a lot of questions on how they're able to enclose the gaming facilities, and I think the commission voted unanimously to recommend to this board the provision of the A4 license. And if there's any other questions, please let me know.
Yeah, and just to follow up, Nick came in and, you know, he obviously it's been in the family, that restaurant, for 30-plus years. His father has it, now his mom, and I think he's looking to officially take it over. And, you know, with the increased revenues, looking to do a build-out, obviously looking to make the restaurant, you know, more presentable, to basically have a separate section for this gaming to keep it more discreet. Looking for new signage, potentially a new parking lot, redo the inside with doors and booths. So again, you know, it's exciting that people want to reinvest. We understand, you know, his request, and again, we wish him the best. So any other questions or comments on that? Okay, all right, thanks, George. Can we have a roll call, please?
Blatzer absent, Kwasniewski absent, Maher,
Yes.
McClafferty,
Yes.
Snagowski,
Yes.
Stapleton.
Yes.
Okay, motion approved.
The next ordinance, if passed this evening, would be O-51-18, and this is annexing to the Village of Lamont approximately 9.5 acres of land located near the intersection of I-355, 131st, no, let me
35th.
try that a third time. Three's a charm, right? 135th Street, okay, we got that one, and Archer Avenue in Lamont. That would be-
Okay, all right, we need a motion, please.
So moved.
Second?
Okay, we have a motion by trustee McClafferty, seconded by trustee Snagowski. Jason, can you fill us in more on this?
Thank you. Yeah, this area here is owned by Will County DOT. It's the right-of-way for 135th Street. It's roughly the area that was rerouted over Long Run Creek south of the Target Plaza. We've been working with the county to annex this portion so that we could then be contiguous to the proposed gas station, which makes up the next 3 ordinances.
Okay, great. Any other questions or comments on this?
No.
Okay, can we have a roll call, please?
Blatzer absent, Kwasniewski absent, Maher,
Yes.
McClafferty,
Yes.
Snagowski.
Yes.
Stapleton.
Yes.
Okay, motion approved.
The next ordinance, if passed, would be O-52-18, and this is annexing to the Village of Lamont approximately 1.75 acres located at 13604 and 13612 South Archery Avenue in Lamont, Illinois.
Okay. This one,
Are we doing this one now?
Do we?
no, that one's gone,
She
right?
read the annexing. No, she had it right.
Yeah, that's correct.
Oh,
We're just
okay.
annexing
All
it,
right.
we're not.
Oh, okay.
There's no longer a need for an annexation agreement, so we're just gonna go right to the annexation.
Charlene, we never doubt you. All right.
I don't know.
Okay, we need a motion, please.
move.
Okay,
Second.
motion by trustee Stapleton, seconded by trustee McClafferty. Jason, anything else to add?
So, this is the proposed gas station in Will County. We will continue to work with the applicant on issues regarding grading and water service, bringing that down to the site. We could address that through redevelopment agreement, so this will probably come back to the board at a future date once that item is settled, but they've closed on the property and we didn't want to delay their progress any longer. So the next three ordinances annexes this area into Lamont. It's a portion of Will County, part of the Homer Glen boundary agreement, as well as provide the zoning and then the special use for a drive-through with the gas station.
Okay, great. And again, this area,
Bringing a gas station to Lamont.
yeah, previously Homer Township, correct?
Correct.
And we appreciate work, George Yukich and his board, we appreciate working with them. This is a partnership with Homer. We have a revenue share with them on this land. We are annexing this into Lamont. It's closer for us to serve as far as from a utility standpoint, and we will be sharing that with them. Again, we appreciate their cooperation, and we're more excited to get another or to get a gas station on the south side of town. So, guys, we appreciate you coming out tonight. We're excited. Great to hear you guys closed on the land. So, again, we wish you the best. With that being said, anything else on that? Okay, can we have a roll call, please?
Blatzer absent, Kwasniewski absent, Maher,
Yes.
McClafferty.
Yes.
Snagowski.
Yes.
Stapleton.
Yes.
Okay, motion approved.
The next item would be O-53-18, and this is amending the zoning map of the Village of Lamont from R1 Single Family Detached Residential District to B3 Arterial Commercial District at 13604 and 13612 South Archer Avenue in Lamont.
Okay, need a motion, please.
So moved.
Second?
Okay, motion by trustee McClafferty, seconded by trustee Stigowski. Any other questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Blatzer absent, Kwasniewski absent, Maher,
Yes.
McClafferty.
Yes.
Snagowski.
Yes.
Stapleton.
Yes.
Okay, motion approved.
Okay, the next ordinance would be O-54-18, and this is granting a special use for a drive-through restaurant within the gas station at 13604 and 13612 Archer Avenue in Lamont.
Okay, need a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, motion by trustee Snagowski, seconded by trustee McClafferty. Any questions, comments? Roll call, please.
Okay, Blatzer absent, Kwasniewski absent, Maher,
Yes.
McClafferty.
Yes.
Snagowski.
Yes.
Stapleton.
Yes.
Okay, motion approved.
Okay, the next ordinance this evening would be O-55-18, and this is granting certain variations to 17.26.110 and 17.27.020. And, oh, another one, okay. And 17.26.140 of the Lamont Unified Development Ordinance to allow the construction of a single-family detached home at 508 6th Street in Lamont, Illinois.
Okay, need a motion, please.
So moved. Second.
Okay, motion by trustee Stapleton, seconded by trustee McClafferty. Jason?
This case was heard at the September Planning and Zoning Commission. The public hearing was held there. The PZC did give it a unanimous vote at that meeting and was then brought to the October Committee of the Whole. Staff and PZC recommend approval.
All right, thank you, Jason. Any other questions, comments by the board? All right, roll call, please.
Okay, Blatzer absent, Kwasniewski absent, Maher,
No.
McClafferty,
Yes.
Snagowski.
Yes.
Stapleton,
Yes.
Mayor Rogowski.
Yes. Motion approved.
Okay, the next ordinance would be O-56-18, and this is granting a special use for the material stockpile at 16500 Des Plaines River Road in Lamont.
Okay, need a motion.
So moved.
Second?
Okay, we have a motion by trustee Maher, seconded by trustee Snagowski. Jason?
On this one, I want to add, this is out by the Sanitary and Ship Canal, and that area is really an economic powerhouse for the village. We often see those industrial users and don't know what's going on, but we do very well out there. So as part of our plan to improve economic development efforts, I'm proud at the speed that we're able to get this done, the special use. We held the public hearing at October's PZC and was heard at the October Committee of the Whole. And we're able to get them here for their special use since they have a seasonal material.
Okay, thanks, Jason. Is there any type of regulation on the height of these?
The height's limited to 35 feet,
35
which
feet?
is larger than the applicant indicated they would need.
Okay, great.
It's mulch material, right?
Mulch material, yes.
Which we already have, so this would be our second supplier in Lamont.
And they do generate sales tax when they sell.
Got it. Any other comments? Okay, roll call.
Latzer absent, Kwasniewski absent, Maher?
Yes.
McClafferty?
Yes.
Snagowski?
Yes.
Stapleton?
Yes.
Okay, motion approved.
The next item is another ordinance, O-57-18, and this is amending the zoning map of the Village of Lamont from B3 Arterial Commercial District to R4 Single Family Detached Residential District to 16622 West 127th Street in Lamont.
Okay, we need a motion.
So moved.
Okay, we have a
Second.
first by trustee McClafferty, delayed second by trustee Stapleton. Jason?
Thank you. This item was heard at the September Planning and Zoning Commission where it received unanimous support. This amends the southwest corner of 127th Street and Rolling Meadows from commercial to residential, similar to what the village heard recently at the southeast corner. The purpose is to subdivide the land and build a single family.
All right, great, Jason. Any other,
Two single-family homes or one?
Eventually.
Yeah, there is one existing single-family home, and then we'll add a second one on the south of that.
Gotcha.
with access off of Rolling Meadows
Correct.
Drive? Okay. Any other questions, comments? Okay, roll call, please.
Latzer absent, Kwasniewski absent, Maher?
No.
McClafferty?
Yes.
Snagowski?
Yes.
Stapleton?
Yes.
No. You need,
Oh, I thought you just marked 6 for me, but, okay. So it's also 8. All right, Mayor
No.
Gowski.
yes.
Okay.
Okay, motion approved.
Okay. All right, the next item would be a resolution, R-55-18, approving the preliminary plat of subdivision for property at 16622 West 127th Street. This is the Lomas subdivision.
Okay, need a motion.
So moved.
Second?
Okay, we have motion by trustee McClafferty, seconded by trustee Snagowski. Anything else, Jason, on this?
Nothing new.
Okay, nothing new. Okay, any other questions, comments? Okay, roll call, please.
Okay, Blatzer absent, Kwasniewski absent, Maher,
No.
McClafferty,
Yes.
Snagowski,
Yes.
Stapleton,
Yes.
and Mayor Gowski.
Yes. Motion approved.
The next item would be Resolution R-56-18, and this is accepting public improvements and reducing the letter of credit for Birch Path subdivision.
Okay, need a motion.
So moved. Second.
Okay, we have a motion by trustee Maher, seconded by trustee McClafferty. Jason, go ahead.
So the Birch Path subdivision is going into the acceptance phase. There's a 2-year maintenance period, so the letter of credit's being reduced to that 2-year amount.
Thanks, Jason. Any other?
Question.
Ron.
Is this the original developer?
Yeah, yes, yeah,
Yeah.
Chuck did a notable.
Okay, anything else? Okay, roll call, please.
Blatzer absent, Kwasniewski absent, Maher,
Yes.
McClafferty,
Yes.
Snagowski,
Yes.
Stapleton.
Yes.
Okay, motion approved.
The next item would be R-57-18, and this is approving the First Amendment to the site lease with T-Mobile Central LLC.
Okay, need a motion.
So moved. Second.
Okay, motion by trustee Maher, seconded by trustee McClafferty.
Not me this time.
Chris, all right.
Okay, so the next two resolutions are amendments to current leases that we have. They're leases that we have on our water towers, they're site leases. We've had T-Mobile and Sprint approach us to extend their leases. These are the ones that are on Houston. And as I had said at the committee of the whole, we do have a water tower on State Street, which we are looking to seek proposals for those, for some lease revenue as well. But the next two are basically extending the leases with Sprint and T-Mobile's. They're all 5-year with the extension of like 4 extensions, so it's almost 20 years, a commitment. And these ended, these are actually 20-year leases that are ending right now.
Okay, great, Chris, thank you. Any other questions, comments? Okay, roll call.
Latzer absent, Kwasniewski absent, Maher,
Yes.
McClafferty,
Yes.
Snagowski.
Yes.
Stapleton.
Yes.
Okay, motion approved.
The next item would be R-58-18, and this is approving amendment number 2 to Communications Site Lease Agreement Water Tower with Sprint Com Incorporated.
Okay, need a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, we got a motion by trustee Snagowski, seconded by trustee McClafferty. Anything else to add, Chris? We good? Any other questions, comments? Okay, roll call, please.
Latzer absent, Kwasniewski absent, Maher,
Yes.
McClafferty.
Yes.
Snagowski.
Yes.
Stapleton.
Yes.
Okay, motion approved.
That's all I have to say.
All right, thank you,
That's it?
Charlene. Appreciate it. Get paid overtime.
Right.
Okay, next up, Andrew, village attorney report. Okay, thanks, Andrew. Also, next up, village administrator, George.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just a quick item. I didn't really have a report here today, but just wanted to point out that while these meetings seem routine and common, the amount of work that goes into putting all these items together from a staff level is nothing short of impressive. So thank you, Chris, Andrew, Chief, and Jason, and Ralph. If he was here, I'd congratulate him, but since he's not, no. No, I think it's important, especially with the development items, to ensure that all of the provisions that are included from the planning and zoning level, committee of the whole level are all included, so that 10, 15, 20 years from now, there's no ambiguity in these development requests. And so just a lot of work, and just thank you to staff. And just one quick example on the gas station. You know, you thought it was difficult to bring a gas station to Lamont. I mean, the hours for a 2-acre gas station put in by staff, and it'll well be worth it, but think about all the intergovernmental cooperation, and I'll just go through the list. The Village of Homer Glen, we had to work with them on an agreement to ensure our boundaries match up. The Homer Township, we've worked with them on ensuring that the fire suppression requirements were consistent with the development. Will County, Larry Walsh's office, we had to work with his office on a potential annexation of this property to get contiguous to the gas station property. IDOT was involved, since it's an IDOT jurisdiction on Archer Avenue. Will County Division of Transportation we've been working with on the grading. And then we're also starting to work with Lamont Township and the Lamont Highway Department on an easement request for water and sewer, water utilities to run to the property. So intergovernmental cooperation is a good thing, and the amount of work that goes into bringing this development to town, to bring some revenues to town, I think will be well worth it at the end. But just wanted to make note of that. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, George. And yeah, reiterate the cooperation, you know, with the township. They've been great. We appreciate their partnership there, as well as Larry Walsh and our friends from Will County. So again, second that. All right, next up, we have any board reports? We all good? Staff reports, Chief.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Halloween and trick-or-treating hours are 3 to 6:30. Again, this year, I just looked at the long-term forecast, and it's going to be a little improvement of about 51, so hopefully we'll get some nice weather out there. We have some safety tips up on the website. A couple things I will mention, though, is please avoid trick-or-treating alone, walking groups, or with an adult, and enter homes only if you're with an adult. For our drivers, please slow down and be alert when entering residential neighborhoods. We haven't had any issues the last couple of years, and we want to keep this year safe and enjoyable for everyone as well. We will have the haunted squad around. The mayor will be with me this year.
Hopefully I don't scare anyone.
And join us at the Halloween hoedown this Saturday from 1 to 4 at Safety Village too, if you want to come out early. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Chief.
Advise him to loosen his arm up. Make sure your arm's loose for throwing.
That's right.
You don't want to scare them off.
Get warmed up in the bullpen.
That's it.
No, yeah, we encourage everyone to get out, this weekend and everyone have a safe and happy Halloween. With that being said, next up, any unfinished or new business? Nothing, all right, so we will have an executive session. Need a motion to go into executive session to discuss under Chapter 5 ILCS 120 of the Open Meetings Act, the performance of an employee under Section 2C1, and the appointment of the occupant of a public office in 2C3. Need a motion.
So moved.
Okay, we have a motion by trustee Stapleton, seconded by trustee McClafferty. Roll call, please.
Blatzer absent, Kwasniewski absent, Maher,
Yes.
McClafferty,
Yes.
Snagowski,
Yes.
Stapleton.
Yes.
Okay, motion approved. We will now head into executive session.